Signing Day 2.0, the version continues now in February. Coach, the traditional signing day and still a good product on the field that you were able to, again, get signed quickly.
Yes, it's part two. Like you said, most of our class we signed in December, but you recruit every day, you recruit year round, and so we feel really good about what happened today as well.
What's the biggest change with now year two of this recruiting philosophy of signing a class early and then still being able to get a class added to in February?
Yeah, so January just becomes a little bit different. January becomes a focus on, for this year, the 2020s, or the juniors, while you're still finishing up, what you ever have remaining, the 2019. So found myself doing some junior recruiting and finishing up the senior class. I think, most staffs are in both of those worlds to some degree in January.
Total of 28 Eagles you're able to sign between the two classes, including welcoming 9 different Eagles today. Able to get some help on defense, but also added special teams pool as well.
Yeah, starting with the special teams, I don't know that it could have gone any better. We really like what we have going on right now with special teams. Coach Nunez has done a great job with that culture and how we're executing on the field. At the same time, to bring in a couple more kickers, we graduated Jesse Kelly, who did the lion's share of our kickoffs. So to have guys competing there, and then also just to continue to compete with Paulie Fricano not being with us as well, in the fall with Chad. And so feel really good about that. And then, Drake Sutton is going to be a senior this year, and so for Tyler Shaw to be coming in as a long snapper, it's perfect timing, and we think he's really good. And then defensively, first of all, people, you think about the team, but you don't always know the breakdown of, the 85 scholarship guys and the 25 or so guys who are walking on. We look at it as the team. And if you come to one of our practices or come to a game, you go to the weight room, there's no way that you'd be able to just, decipher who's who. That's just not how we do it, which I think is one of our strengths. And so, this has been a heavy day, with some of our walk-ons who have made, early commitments to be a part of our program, and guys that we've recruited and feel really good about. But then defensively, in terms of scholarship player, Jose Ramirez, that we got out of California Junior College, originally from Florida, and had gone to Arizona, with both our starting defensive ends being gone now, we feel as though we needed to get somebody with some experience that could come in and compete right away. And Jose is very talented and just a great fit for who we are. So, really excited about him.
Still on the defensive side of the football, Tommy Wright-Hodges, a kid out of West Bloomfield.
Yeah, what a great program here in the great state of Michigan. They're just having fantastic success, great people and great players there, and so we are thrilled to have Tommy joining us on our defensive line. Obviously, we've had some graduation there, and so he's a guy who's going to come in and get a chance to compete.
Another guy out of defense, he earned Player of the Year honors in the state of Ohio. Didn't receive another Division I offer other than the ability to come to Eastern Michigan, and that's Sam Jackson.
Well, there's a lot of people who wanted him, and he was being recruited all the way up to the end. Coach Frakes just done an awesome job all the way from, I think, his sophomore year. Had been building a relationship with Sam, and I think, don't want to put words in his mouth, but Sam, felt whenever he was here that he was just a great fit, and we felt the same way, and I think we both really got it right. We're really, really fired up about him being a part of us.
Another guy that we didn't get to talk about previously, but is in school now, and that's Noski LaFleur.
Yeah, Noski, that happened really late. Just the start of school happens right after the first of the year, but was able to get here, and huge pickup for us. Originally from Louisiana, from Coffeyville, junior college there in Kansas, and he plays that low hybrid safety for us, and has been here working already, so we're really glad that he's here. And for him to go through winter now, to go through spring and the summer, we believe we can have him ready to play in the fall.
On the offensive side of the football, you were able to bring in a running back out of Columbus, but also then get some walk-on depth that you add at the quarterback as well as the wide receiver position as well.
Yeah, so John, like you said, from Columbus, he has a teammate coming who signed in December, and Mark Lee, and we think that John is very talented, loves football, is very, very serious about his craft and the game, and we've hit it off. Think he's going to be a great addition to us.
At the wide receiver position, a kid out of Kokomo, and that's Noah Cameron.
Noah Cameron, again, a guy who's been up here some. Brother plays at Army, and we love guys from Indiana. Again, I just have a ton of familiarity with that state, having lived there, and he and his folks came up even, this month just to make sure, and pulled the trigger. We did for him, and he did for us, and it's a great decision.
Under center, you get a quarterback from South Lyon that comes in, and that's Christopher Kaminsky.
Yeah, here's a guy who's really talented and not just throwing the ball. I think that's one of the things that he does well is he's an athlete, but he's a good quarterback, and he's the only quarterback that we're bringing in this class. And obviously with Tyler graduating, want to keep that number the same. And again, he was sought after by a lot of folks, but I think he made a great decision by joining us, and we're sure glad to have him. And like we said with the walk-ons, I mean, we have we talk about all the guys on defense, but Justin Moody was a senior starter this last year who came to the program and walked on. You got a senior captain, all-conference player, and Blake Banham. Jake Julian and Drake Sutton just earned scholarships. And so guys who are integral part of our program who had walked onto it, so we're going to have that on the defense and on the offense, and just in places where we have needs. And so those guys are going to have an opportunity to be a part of our program and make our program better. And, then there's those cases where, those guys rise to a level of knowing what's going on in our program and demonstrate that they add value on game day, in terms of helping us win games and have an opportunity to earn a scholarship.
A little over a month away, spring football will be kicking off inside the gray turf inside the factory. Before you know it, it'll be time for the 2019 campaign, Coach. We can't wait to see all these guys arrive here in June and get ready to learn the offense and defense and be ready for the fall.
It's coming quick. Can't wait.
There he is. For all our signing day information, visit emueagles.com and get ready for your purchase of season tickets coming up soon.